Following their triumphs and achievements in bridging the mermaid kingdom and the human world, Sandra and William now have to deal with a new set of difficulties in their personal connection, deep into their hearts as they face individual struggles that put their love's tenacity to the test. Sandra and William start to confront their own worries and doubts as the burden of their obligations starts to lighten. They come to understand that the wounds from their pasts continue to affect them, shaping their thoughts and behaviors. They have to face these challenges head-on if they are to develop as a relationship. Sandra has trouble trusting others since she is plagued by recollections of her past failed relationships. Her love for William is in danger of collapsing due to her dread of being duped or abandoned once more. She has to face her fears and develop self and partner trust so that their vulnerability can deepen their relationship. William has his own struggles as well. He suffers from the burden of being viewed as a representation of interspecies harmony. He struggles with thoughts of inadequacy and doubts his capacity to live up to the demands placed on him. He needs to face his own self-doubt, reclaim his feeling of value, and understand that Sandra's love is what makes him valuable rather than approval from others. Sandra and William set out on a path of self-awareness and recovery together. They provide a safe space for vulnerability and growth by offering each other continuous support. They communicate their innermost desires, dreams, and worries in sincere talks, and they take comfort in knowing that they are not the only ones going through difficult times. Sandra and William come to terms with their previous traumas and learn to forgive one another as well as themselves. They understand that while their love is not impervious to flaws and errors, it is through the processes of healing and development that their relationship becomes more robust and durable. Sandra and William get closer to one another and to themselves with every challenge they overcome. They learn that acceptance, empathy, and the courage to face one's own demons are necessary for true love. Their relationship is strengthened by their journey through these personal struggles, which cultivates a love based on sincerity and mutual development. Sandra and William came to the realization that although their journey to bring two worlds together was crucial, the journey they took inside of themselves was just as important. They are aware that developing personally is a continuous process, and that their shared commitment to one another is put to the test and strengthened by their difficulties. Their bond becomes a monument to the beauty of overcoming adversity on a personal level, as well as a symbol of the unification of species. Sandra and William have gained strength, resiliency, and a deeper grasp of the world as they progress. Knowing that their love has been tried and true and that they can conquer any obstacle as a couple, they are ready to take on whatever obstacles lie ahead. Sandra and William come upon an old prophecy that clouds their newly discovered oneness as they are growing as individuals and as their love grows. Explore the enigma of this prophecy and the struggle against time to stop the disaster. Fear and anxiety were experienced by both the human world and the mermaid kingdom as rumors of the prophecy began to circulate. The prophecy describes an impending catastrophe with a force so strong that it poses a threat to completely submerge both realms in darkness. Sandra and William are perplexed by its enigmatic language and symbolic images, but they are also determined to understand its actual meaning. With a sense of mutual obligation, Sandra and William set out to find the answers. To discover the meaning of the prophecy, they read old books, ask knowledgeable sages for advice, and study historical accounts. They meet both friends and foes along the way as they travel through forgotten lands and secret communities. Sandra and William learn that the coming disaster is inextricably linked to the delicate balance of nature and the interdependence of all things as they travel into unexplored areas and decipher the complex web of symbolism in the prophecy. They learn that a series of events that may cause irreparable destruction have been inadvertently triggered by the conduct of both mermaids and humans. Sandra and William come to the realization that cooperation and teamwork are the only ways to avert the catastrophe with their newfound understanding. They bring together the leaders of the human world and the mermaid kingdom, pleading with them to put aside their differences and cooperate in order to ensure the survival of both worlds. It is an overwhelming task since long-standing grievances and biases are surfacing and posing a threat to their progress. However, Sandra and William's unshakable faith and their capacity to uplift others play a crucial role in mobilizing support. Together, they create understanding across different species and create alliances that were previously unthinkable. Their love tale turns into a ray of hope, showing everyone that even in the worst of situations, cooperation and unity have the capacity to triumph. At the very end, Sandra and William reveal their strategy to stop the disaster. In order to mend the devastation done to the natural world and promote peaceful coexistence between mermaids and humans, it entails a careful balancing act involving environmental restoration, cultural exchange, and technological innovation. William and Sandra at the brink of their biggest test to date. Equipped with a more profound comprehension of the prophecy and the backing of their supporters, they become ready to implement their strategy. Their love becomes a source of strength for one another and the motivation behind their commitment to defend the places they hold dear as the destiny of both the mermaid kingdom and the human world hangs in the balance. Sandra and William are ready to show the transformational power of unity and the unbreakable spirit of love as they face the approaching calamity head-on. Their path has changed from one of personal development to one of global significance, and they are prepared to carry out their responsibilities as the prophecy's guardians in the hopes that their work will change history and bring in a brand new period of peace and harmony. At the end of their adventure, Sandra, William, and their allies get ready for the big showdown with the approaching disaster. Once the significance of the prophecy is finally understood, they realize how serious the situation is and what sacrifices are required. Sandra and William are in the lead, pushing back against the approaching threat as the forces of evil assemble. Their love turns into a guiding light that strengthens their resolve and gives them the courage to confront the unthinkable. The conflict is harsh and merciless. Due to her mermaid ancestry, Sandra is able to use her full potential and the elemental powers of water to ward off evil and save her comrades. William displays his creativity and cunning, coming up with plans to outsmart and outmaneuver their enemies, driven by his love for Sandra and his unshakable dedication to their cause. Their common destiny ties their allies, mermaids and humans alike, together as they battle side by side. The battlefield is alive with the clash of swords, the surge of magic, and the deafening roar of the elements. They make sacrifices and lose lives, but their dedication never wavers. Sandra and William are forced to make tough decisions in the middle of the mayhem that put their commitment and love to the test. They have to weigh the greater good against their own desires in order to make decisions that could change the path of their interwoven fates. Their decision to prioritize the needs of their respective worlds over their personal satisfaction is a tremendous act of selflessness and sacrifice. The personification of the impending threat is faced by Sandra, William, and their supporters as the conflict approaches its conclusion. It is a powerful foe that seeks to devour their worlds and is driven by darkness. Nevertheless, they persevere, finding strength in their shared love and the togetherness they have cultivated. Sandra and William unite their abilities in a pivotal battle, fusing their elemental forces in a display of unmatched strength. Their magic and love combine to create a shield of unadulterated light that wards off evil and brings the worlds back into harmony. Peace returns to both the human world and the mermaid kingdom with the defeat of the danger. A new era where mermaids and humans cohabit in harmony and mutual respect dawns as the bond formed through love and unity proves to be unbreakable. Sandra and William are poised for greatness in the future. In addition to saving their worlds, their love has inspired and given hope to all living things. They have triumphed over the most difficult obstacles, given their all, and demonstrated the strength of love, unity, and the enduring qualities of the human spirit. Sandra and William know that their trip is far from done as they give each other a hug. They will continue to be guided by their love as they work through the difficulties of their entwined fates. Together, they start a new chapter, eager to create a future in which the experiences gained from the past serve as a constant reminder of the strength of love and the boundless possibilities of union. Following the decisive conflict, a world changed by love's victory. Sandra and William are inspirational figures to everyone who has watched their journey because of their unshakable dedication to one another and their common goal. Together in celebration of their newly formed harmony, the human world and the mermaid kingdom join forces. When former enemies unite and embrace the values of love and compassion, the divisions of the past start to fade. Heralded as heroes, Sandra and William graciously accept the praise and honor. They never waver from their goal, though, because they understand that love and unity, not just their own strength, were what allowed them to prevail. Their tale of love turns into an appeal for all creatures to rise above limitations and accept the innate bonds that unite them. Once separated by fear and prejudice, humans and mermaids today work to promote understanding. As representatives of this shared vision, Sandra and William use their connections and life lessons to point others in the direction of a future based on compassion and love. Sandra and William put in a lot of effort throughout the chapter to strengthen the ties that bind the mermaid kingdom and the human world. They start projects that are cooperative, educational, and cultural exchanges that promote respect and appreciation for one another. By their actions, they inspire people to respect variety for its own sake and to embrace the power that comes from coming together. Their affection turns into a ray of hope for people who continue to face prejudice and discrimination. Sandra and William utilize their position to promote justice, equality, and the rights of all living things. Their words reverberate throughout the realms, encouraging people to question the present system and establish an unconditionally loving society. In the middle of the festivities and attempts to promote harmony, Sandra and William find comfort in their personal bond. They treasure the quiet times after the storm and take their time to grow their love. As they consider the difficulties they have surmounted, they are appreciative of the fortitude and resiliency they have discovered in one another and themselves. Sandra and William, perched on the edge of infinite possibilities. Although their love has helped them win, their journey is far from complete. By sharing their experience and promoting love and harmony, they never stop inspiring others. Their victory leaves a legacy that inspires love and the possibility of change when hearts unite for the benefit of future generations. Sandra and William are enjoying the aftermath of their amazing journey. A permanent concord between the human world and the mermaid kingdom has been created, and the planet surrounding them has undergone a transformation. It's a season of happiness, festivity, and hope for a future full of harmony and love. Sandra and William are happy together, relishing the moments of calm and harmony that have escaped them for a very long time. They find comfort in the knowledge that their love has not only preserved their worlds but has also transcended boundaries and encouraged others to embrace empathy and understanding. They stitch together the strands of their lives to form a tapestry of love, common goals, and development for one another. They construct a house that symbolizes the unification they have battled for, a haven where mermaids and humans live in peace. Memorabilia from their voyage, recollections of the difficulties they overcome, and symbols of the love that saw them through their darkest moments adorn the walls. Sandra and William continue to develop and learn as they become used to living together. They treasure the knowledge they have acquired from their experiences with hardship and find strength in the lessons they have learned along the road. They are reminded that although love has its share of difficulties, it truly shines when those difficulties are faced. Their love serves as an encouragement to everyone around them as well as to themselves. They develop into mentors and advisors, providing guidance and support to those who aim to create understanding and bridges between many realms. William and Sandra accept their position as representatives of love, bringing its transforming power into their respective spheres of influence. When all is silent and the outside world disappears, Sandra and William consider their voyage. They are amazed at how strong their love is, a love that has endured hardships and grown stronger with each obstacle they have overcome. They are appreciative of the knowledge gained and the personal and marital development they have undergone. William and Sandra accepting the notion of happily ever after. They understand that the job of love and unity is still ongoing, thus their trip is far from over. However, they are facing the future together, confident that their love can conquer any challenge that comes their way. Sandra and William act with a great feeling of purpose and thankfulness. They bring with them the memories of their trip, the steadfast faith in the possibility of a world in which love knows no bounds, and the strength of their love. Ultimately, their narrative of love transcends time and is passed down through the generations, inspiring others to embrace togetherness, believe in the transformational power of love, and believe in the strength of the human spirit.